Hi guys, I'm going live and we're just watching the futures on OKEx as they're about to settle in a couple of minutes. And a lot of people are sort of saying that this might have a bit of fireworks, but I think it's going to be one of those non-events. But I just want to see if the price moves at all. And talk about what OKEx have done. For those of you that didn't watch the first Ask Nugget show last night, there's a $420 million long position that hasn't been settled. So that order needs to be matched, and OKEx have come out and said they're going to inject 2,500 Bitcoin into the order books. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the chart, and maybe this is what's caused a bit of the fear in the market lately. Altcoins are certainly bleeding. Charting Man Dan and I did a video this morning about some of the altcoins, and geez, it's almost time for the blood in the street post, really, when you think about it. And we're just about to tick over 6 o'clock Australian time, which is 4 p.m. Hong Kong time, and as long as there's no manipulation, these futures contracts will settle. So countdown here, and again, it'd be nice if this does the opposite of what everyone's fearing, and and here we go. We're seeing a bit of a spike now. A lot of people sort of fearful that this was going to lead to a huge sell-off, $20 million that needs to be covered. Somebody needs to buy that. There's no buyers stepping in. So interesting. This is just a 5-minute chart of Bitcoin. And we're about to tick over any second now, guys. So 3, 2, 1, and there we go. So futures have settled. Refresh that. And beautiful. So that first contract that was up to begin with, I think it was 0803, that has now settled. So maybe that's an excuse the market was looking for. That fear has now been resolved. But basically, they came out and said, regarding this incident, we're going to inject 2,500 Bitcoins from OKEx's own capital pool into that insurance fund that I spoke about the other night, where they have $10 million a month go into that pool in case there's any incidents such as this one. Now, obviously, that would take a long time to repay, so they're putting more of these measures in place. So this was on their Twitter, on their website, guys, if you want to have a read through about their new anti-manipulation policy, some of the things they're doing to adjust their margin ratios, that new formula there, new pricing, tiered margin system, optimized process for forced liquidation. So beginning to develop that now in August and released in September. So they're going to change the way that these forced liquidations happen. So if you didn't read this story, they actually contacted this trader and said, look, this is an absolutely huge position. Can you break it down or make it smaller? And he just refused to cooperate on this huge long, $480 million long position. And then basically once they couldn't stop him, that's when the price started to go down, and next thing you know, he's liquidated. So he should have listened to them to start off with, but that's what started that nasty situation. Anyway, guys, short, sharp video. Doesn't look like the markets are budging. That was a non-event like we often see in a lot of the headlines. So check out the altcoins video I did with Charting Man Dan, and make sure you check out the Ask Nugget show where we go over all the community questions in detail. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Cheers.